Hello everyone, it's Eddie the Chump, come back with a new video. Today's is the first of a different kind of video. I know I've said that in the last video, but this one truly is different. And for the first time ever, I got an actual request from a subscriber to make a video about a certain subject. So I'm going to do it. A friend of mine that I've gamed with for years, who's a lot younger than me, watched a Hutch video where he said it's one of his Friday vlogs where he talks about so you're ... and a subject, and the subject that he specifically watched was being friend zoned. And you know, being this he's not a kid, you know, he's a young man. Being this young man's friend, he wanted to hear what I had to say about it, because I think he trusts my opinion. I'm a little older, whatever. So he directly asked me to make a video. So this is that video. The gameplay quickly is a G36C lockdown game. It's a bit slower paced than my normal games. I think I play like a bit of a twat towards the end, but you'll forgive me, I'm sure. Right, okay, so let's get into it. Friend zoned. Now, Hutch made he dealt with the concept of the friend zone. Okay, so what I mean by that is he kind of argued that the friend zone doesn't really exist. Like, it doesn't really exist. Whereas I'm going to tackle it from, if this is happening to you kind of perspective. Like, if you feel like you have been put in the friend zone, I'm going to deal with it from that perspective. Okay, now let's tackle this headlock. The friend zone. What does that mean? You got to think that usually means that if you're a guy, that means that you are interested in a girl on a deeper level, on a physical level, as well as the emotional level that friends support each other on, and that she is not either interested in you in that way, or is not prepared to risk what you already have, because sexual relationships, physical relationships are risky. They can lead to two people not talking, not speaking. They can lead to people losing someone that they trusted and that they cared about, through getting involved with each other on a level on which one person might want more than the other. This has happened to me in my life. I think it happens to everyone at different times in their life, and it's just one of the risks of finding someone that you're not only from a guy's point of view, from my own experience, it's finding someone that you're not only attracted to, but that you really like as a person. Okay, now that's a lethal combination for a guy, especially someone who has tendencies to be romantic, tendencies to fantasize or to project into futures that don't exist. That's the one real risk that you run, being a guy and being interested in, like, taking things to the next level with someone you might have known before, is that men tend to fantasize. So you'll have this person in your life, and you'll be interested in them, and you'll probably, if you're a guy and you're a certain age, you probably have like sexual fantasies. You'll probably project like that, put yourself and the person that is the object of your affections in those positions, and you'll project. Okay, now what that does is it's dangerous, because it makes the reality that you have to deal with, that is what's true, harder to deal with, because it doesn't match up to your fantasy. And that's the crucial thing that can really make you come unstuck and can really upset you and cause you heartache and cause you a lot of suffering, is the fact that the reality is different to your fantasy. Now, this isn't something that's easy to deal with. Okay, if you really do like someone genuinely in your heart, you like them for who they are, because they make you laugh, you're into the same things, they're a person that you really like, and you're attracted to them, and they just don't feel that way about you, then that is something that is very difficult to take from my personal experience. It is very hard, and I am not going to patronize people and say that here's a one solution that will make it easier, because there isn't a solution that will make that kind of thing easier. That is difficult. There can be many reasons as to why someone doesn't want to take something to the next level with you. There can be many reasons why they're not attracted to you, or you'll probably quite often hear the classic, I just don't see you in that way. And that's true in a lot of cases, because what the friend zone is it's a place where a female puts you in their mind where you're not available in that way, and that can happen for many different reasons, and it can be your fault as the guy. It can be your fault. You can do things that put you there, right? If you allow yourself to be taken advantage of by a person like that, then that will certainly put you in the friend zone. Some sense of independence, some sense of self-respect and dignity and treating yourself well and not allowing yourself to be walked over can remove you from that friend zone. Women generally don't find insecurity attractive. Now that's a difficult thing to come to terms with, especially if you do suffer from insecurities, as everyone does. Being insecure is a natural part of life about certain things, because if you're younger, you're still developing and you're still finding out who you want to be and who you are. But yeah, insecurity, chicks don't really dig it. Chicks dig confidence, and it's like a cliche, but it's true. And confidence is not one of those things you can force. It's not something you can be like, right, well, today I'm going to be confident, because it doesn't work like that. You have to develop yourself. How you develop confidence is by, a lot of my videos, you'll hear me talk about becoming good at something. Yeah, it's a big motif in my life. That's how you gain self-confidence. That's how you gain self-esteem, in my experience, is by developing yourself so that you're good at something. And there's this great misnomer about love and relationships, the fact that other people will complete you and therefore that'll make you better, that'll make you okay. It's not the case, right? If you are fantasizing like that about a person who's put you in the mythical friend zone in bunny ears, then you're not seeing what you should. Okay, the real truth is that you shouldn't, how to put this, you shouldn't do that. You should be complete in yourself, removed from anybody else. You should be a complete person. You should develop yourself. You should, there's a cliche, you should love thyself. That is a cliche, but it's actually true. You should at least like yourself before you can expect anyone else to want to like you. If you're in the friend zone, the best thing you can do is separate yourself from that person, is to go away, work on yourself, take a good hard look at yourself and who you want to be, and take steps to make that happen. Because if you do that and you become the person that you want to be, you will not be insecure. You will rid yourself of that. It's not a frailty. I don't want to say it like that. You will rid yourself of that crisis, that fear that women can actually smell. It's like dogs; they can smell the fear on you. Women can smell insecurity on men, and that's not attractive. They want someone who's complete, And if you find yourself in that friend zone, then you need to look at yourself. It's not about blaming other people. It's not about she's put you there. You need to think about what you can do to make yourself care about yourself and be the kind of person that is worthy of being loved, because that's really what it comes down to. That's what you should do. So if you're in there and you're in this horrible position, as I have been many times in my life, you need to look at yourself and treat yourself well and figure out what you need to do to improve yourself for you, not for anyone else, but for you. And then when you start doing that, then I shouldn't imagine that you find yourself put in the friend zone too much longer. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, please like and subscribe. Go to my channel, check it out. Help it grow. Cheers.